far into the ignorant nature's gusty field, into the half-ordered chaos of mortal life, the formless power, the self of eternal light, follow in the shadow the spirits descend. The twin duality forever one chooses his home with the tumults of the sun. Even his godlike strength to rise must fall. In order to take a greater leap, it must fall. Even his godlike strength to rise must fall. His greater consciousness withdrew behind, dimmed and eclipsed. His human outside strove to feel again the old sublimities. Bring the high saving touch, the ethereal flame, call back to his dire need, the divine force. A union of the real with the unique, a gaze alone from every face, the presence of the eternal in the hours, widening the mortal mind's half look on things, bridging the gap between man's force and fate, made whole the fragment being. We are here. Inspired by silence and the closed eyes sight, his force could work with a new luminous art on the crude material from which all is made, and the refusal of inertia's mass, and a grave front to the world's ignorance, and nascent matter, the huge error of life. As a sculptor chisels a deity or a stone, he slowly chipped off the dark envelope, line of defense of nature's ignorance, the illusion and mystery of the inconscient. In those black pall, the eternal wraps his head, that he may act unknown in cosmic time. An inspired knowledge sat enthroned within, whose seconds illumine more than reason's years. An ectus of revealing luster fell, as if a pointing accent upon truth, and like a sky flare showing all the ground, a swift intuitive discernment shone. One glance could separate the true and false, or raise its rapid torchfire in the dark to check the claimants crowding through minds again, covered with the four signatures of the gods. Detect the magic pride in a disguise, or scan the apparent face of thought and life. Ashwapati certainly had a knowledge of his relationship with the divine. It could be even more than that. He must have had an idea of the source from which he had come, his origin. His divine origin. His soul must have been aware of his mission, of this human birth of his. Possibly, Ashwapati was conscious of his being the delegate of eternity to the mortal world, of his coming here to do yoga tapasya of the Supreme. Must have been conscious of his doing the yoga tapasya right from the beginning. Certainly, he was conscious when the veil had gone. The veil of humanity he had put on in identification with humanity. He had put on the veil in order to identify himself with humanity. When that veil is removed, he certainly must have been conscious of his identity with the Supreme, conscious of his divine origin. He has taken the human birth. And in that birth, as he grew into larger self, humanity framed his movements less and less. He grew into larger self, and humanity started shrinking. A greater being saw a greater world. In fact, even his first steps had broken the earth's bounds. One of the objectives of Ashapati's Yoga Tapasya was to bring down upon earth the divine power to do the divine work. If something has to happen here, it could be so only because of her. It is she alone who can make it happen. The spiritual ideal gets realized here only in a swift and sure dynamism. It is she who assures it. But at the moment, in the human birth of Ashapati, his old, tired nether members cannot hold that state. That peace is too luminous, too dense, too solid, and his members cannot hold that peace. That peace is too luminous and cannot stay here too long. That light is too bright for the human eye, too bright for the human eye to see it. There is always the old pull of the subconscious nature. It is persistently there. It is in the very nature of things. It is present there. This condition, however, can be used to force open the issue. The issue is body's cells should house in them the immortal's flame. The divine Agni should burn in them, in the body's cells. It should burn in the cells in the golden splendor of truth and joy and power. Thus, even as Ashapati rose to higher consciousness, he attained a larger poise. He felt the presence of the eternal in the hours. Not only that, not only did he feel the presence of the eternal in the hours, there was a constant lodging in the bright subconscious realms. In that firm spiritual poise, nothing disturbed him, nor sorrow, nor delight. His closed eyes sight gave him the skill to sculpt his deity out of stone. Ashapati found God in nature, God fulfilled in nature. Already his soul, his mind, his heart became a single sun, the radiating powerhouse in the great work that has been done here. Even the struggling unconscious nature experienced strong periods of illumination, lightnings of glory, of glory after glory burned. A tail of fire blazed across the skies. Strange, wonderful riches came from the continents of the unseen. His perceptions grew, his insights grew, his knowledge grew. Force, beauty, delight arrived from the all-powerful mystery, breathing above, from above. Force, knowledge, delight, insights, beauty, all they arrived from above. The voices that an inner listening hears convey to him their prophet utterances. Occult sight that brings revealing light, inspired knowledge seated within, intuitive discernment, these were already in a strong and steady position. Discernment, intuition, inspiration, revelation. These goddesses were already in him. Dakshina, Ida, Saraswati, Mahi, that already house themselves in his body. The great goddesses who give birth to the bliss. Mayo Bhuvaha, they already occupy their places on the sacrificial seat. There is no false movement which has evil consequences. It has gone away. There is no false movement producing evil consequences. There is nothing duritam. There is no stumbling into the pitfalls of sin and error. What Ashapati hears now is constantly the voice of the truth. That truth has found power of expression in him.